What's up, YouTube? Today we're going to be going over a scum glitch that Joke ran against the famous Skimbo. Are you struggling to stop the run? Be sure you check out Madden for a full guide covering all the meta formations from high form close to heavy panther. Now he was in the Saints offense, and there's a couple things we need to do before we go in and hop into the play. Obviously, we're going to be going into the gun Taysom Hill QB. He was running QB blast literally the entire time. But anyways, we're going to introduce a new scum QB blast out of the pistol bunch tight end. This took me forever to figure out, and we finally got it. So make sure you have an audible set for HB draw. You notice we already have this set. I've been in practice mode for a little bit just trying to get this down. So make sure you have HB draw as an audible. The button doesn't matter, just make sure you have it set as an audible. That's literally all you got to worry about with this. Now for gun Taysom Hill QB, one thing, if you guys like to run rigs like myself, I like to run rigs a lot more than Mutt. Make sure you do sub in your fast break quarterback, because especially with the Ravens, I really haven't tested this with other teams, but if you don't sub him in, McSorley's going to be starting at that QB. So make sure you have Lamar Jackson. You just have to go in, hit A, and then you'll see you'll get Lamar Jackson. It may say Lamar Jackson starting, but if you were to back out, it'd be number 3, which is McSorley. So just kind of keep that in mind as you're doing this. Now, the next part and kind of the final part for setting this, most of it, at least play call, is QB blast. Come out in QB blast every single time. We're going to just go into plain old cover 3. I don't really care about the coverage all too much. But next is getting to the play. Mistake number 1, thinking you can audible to, let's just say you accidentally audible to single back Y off trio, thinking you could audible from single back Y off trio back into pistol bunch tight end HB draw. It's not gonna work, guys. If you try to do that, your quarterback's gonna get froze, or he's gonna either just hand it off to the running back as that HB draw is designed. So make sure you audible straight into pistol bunch tight end or right into HB draw. Don't audible into anything else in the pistol bunch tight end, otherwise it's not going to work as good. So we've audibled into HB draw. Now I'm going to also go over a couple other mistakes before we get into the way that you can set this up. Next mistake, do not touch anything. Literally just snap the ball. Let the CPU take just a half-second control and then take over. Otherwise, if we push forward or just holding down on the left analog stick in whatever direction, you guys are going to notice Lamar Jackson's going to run at least 2.2 miles per hour. So we'll snap this ball, or that's going to happen. I haven't had that happen yet. That's new. But that's another thing that may happen, is your quarterback may just run completely away from the ball when it is being snapped. So that's new. I've never experienced that before, but again, audible straight into HB draw. We'll push forward on the right analog stick this time. We'll snap this ball. You can see we're holding down right trigger, and he's running slower than a turtle that had children with a snail. That slow. It's absurd. So that's another mistake that you guys may make when doing this. The next one, not being on one of these receivers and forgetting to flip the run. So I'm going to just run it like this. We're going to go ahead. Let's just hop off and we'll just try and let him take over. You're going to be forced to run to the right. We don't want to do that. We want to be able to run to the left. You can see that time we got a little bit lucky. But normally what's going to happen is you're going to get forced into an animation where you must run. It essentially forces you to run to the right. So going back into HB draw, this is the proper way to go about doing this. Now this is going to take a little bit of time to get down, a little bit of practice, to be able to really figure out how to be able to take full control of your quarterback. But what you want to do is you want to flip the run to the left, and then you want to be hopped onto one of these 2 wide receivers. I haven't tried it with Marquise Brown or your slot receiver. I have tried with Roberts. It seems to work pretty well. I think a little bit better with this receiver than your outside receiver. So I personally am going to hop on Roberts. Snap the ball, and then just look for whatever lane's going to be open. Again, be sure that you do not hold the buttons. Do not push the right stick. Do not touch the left stick. Otherwise, you're going to have 2 things. You're going to get literally it's going to be like your feet are stuck in concrete and you can't move. Or you're going to have that one little run where he's like, I don't know, a slow walk, trot. I don't know what you guys could call it. But Be sure you do all of this, and then you're going to be able to get it correctly, of course, with proper timing. you're going to be able to just get full control of your QB and run it as well. So snap this ball. You can see right there, there's the concrete animation I was talking about, with me pushing forward on the left analog stick too early right before I snap the ball, and that is what's going to happen. So glad we finally got that mistake out of the way. You guys see, I'm not the best runner. I'm a passer. Fluff running, I think it's boring. But we'll see if we can snap this ball right here. Bam, you can see, off the races. And on top of that, we have full speed, full control of our QB. We can bust it to the outside, to the right, to the left, straight up to the middle, or pretty much just run wherever you think you guys have open field. So we'll do this one more time. Again, be sure you're coming out in QB blast and gun tasting hill QB. Audible all the way over to pistol bunch tight end, making sure you have HB draw set for an audible, otherwise this will not work. It will not work. Flip the run to the left. You notice right here we got it flipped. Hop onto one of these two receivers. Last and most important, just make sure you get the timing correct and don't touch the left analog stick. Timing is going to be absolutely crucial right here to be able to get full control of your QB. If you go a little too late, he's going to be forced to run to the outside. If you go a little bit too early, he's going to get stuck in cement. So practice, practice, practice makes perfect. Practice makes perfect. Practice does not make perfect. So we'll snap this ball right here, and you can see right there, pushed in on the left analog stick a little bit too early. You can see if you juke move, you're able to move forward, but at a very slow speed. So as you guys saw earlier, the earlier example was a lot better than this. You're going to be able to have full control of your QB running at max speed. Of course, you're not going to have fast break activated, but you really don't need, if I'm being honest, you don't need fast break with Lamar Jackson just for how much speed he does have. It's crazy. But as always, flip run, hop onto one of these two wide receivers, making sure you get the timing down correctly. Snap this ball, and you can see again, I'm just doing absolutely awful. We even fumbled right there. If you guys get the timing down right, you're not bummed like myself and running the ball, you're going to be able to run this pretty efficiently. Now, let's just make sure we don't audible past it. HB draw, flip, hop over. We'll snap this ball. You can see right there, control of our QB, and off the races we go. That's going to take care of this video, guys. If you're new to the channel, be sure you hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to our first 1,000 subscribers. Appreciate every single one of you guys. The journey continues. And until next time, get in the lab. This has been T-Meister. Check out meisterman.com for a full run defensive guide, including how to blow up QB blast out of gun tasting hill QB. See ya.